Hello, and welcome to the second video of 1-2, Order of Operations and Evaluating Expressions. Our objective has been slightly tweaked. It is no longer just to use order of operations to evaluate expressions. We are now going to use the order of operations to evaluate algebraic expressions. Before we do two example problems, I need to clarify a concept. When two or more variables, or a coefficient and variables, are written together, treat them as they are a group, so they are within parentheses. So 4xy is equivalent to the group 4 times x times y inside parentheses. Xy squared is the same thing as the group x times y squared. You evaluate an algebraic expression by replacing each variable with a given number and then simplifying. So to evaluate an algebraic expression, we normally can only simplify it, but we can evaluate it if we know what each variable is equal to. So what's the value of the expression for x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 2? Normally, if we had x squared plus x minus 12 divided by y squared, there'd be nothing we can do. There are no like terms that can be combined. There's nothing that can be factored out. We just have to live with that. But because we know x is 5 and y is 2, every time I see an x, I can plug in a 5, and every time I see a y, I can plug in a 2. So x squared, we get 5 squared. X becomes just 5, the minus 12 is just minus 12, and then y squared becomes 2 squared. And from here, it's just order of operations. So 5 squared, 5 times 5, and 2 squared, 2 times 2. 5 squared is 25, 2 squared is 4. So we have 5 plus 5 minus 12 divided by 4. Order of operations say we do division before addition and subtraction. So we do 12 divided by 4, which is 3. So now we're at 25 plus 5 minus 3. Addition and subtraction held the same weight mathematically, two sides of the same coin. So we're going to go left to right. 25 plus 5 is 30. 30 minus 3 is 27. Please note that this is only true when x is 5 and y is 2. If x were to be 35 and y to be negative a million, that would change the value of this expression. Xy squared divided by xy. Again, remember it's like two groups. So it's the group xy squared being divided by the group xy. So let's go ahead and plug in our values. X is 5, y is 2. So xy squared means 5 times 2 squared. Well, why isn't 5 part of the base? Well, the 2, the exponent of 2, only applies to what's immediately to the left of it. So because the group xy doesn't have parentheses around it and then the exponent, the 2 of power of 2 only applies to the y. So the 2 is being squared, not the 5 times 2. Xy is just 5 times 2, so we have that divide by 5 times 2 at the back. So 2 squared is 4, so we have 5 times 4, that group, being divided by 5 times 2. Well, 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 2 is 10. We simplify our parentheses. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 2 is 10. We simplify our groups first because we do parentheses before division in order of operations. So we get 20 divided by 10, which is just 2.